Just when we thought that the steel industry was experiencing increased export opportunities due to the global crisis, the export duty now has come as news, which is a spoil sport. Is the export opportunity party now completely over, you'd say?
We have only one concern, which is a very major concern in the interest of country, because we have taken orders, and the orders are to the tune of, in our company, more than 250,000 tons. So these all are export orders, international orders. So if we stop delivering the material to them, it is a big problem. They will be facing, they'll be challenging us in the international court. And secondly, if we supply them, then we have to pay the export duty instantaneously. So we request to Government of India to please reconsider their decision. If the Government of India wants that steel should not be exported or should be discouraged, then it has to be discussed properly, and we should be given at least 3 months' time so that the existing orders can be delivered, and then we start tapering off the export orders. This is one. Point number two, there is a steel policy where Government of India, they themselves encouraged us to export at least 15% of the total steel production. And if you see the last year, the total steel production was 118 million tons, and we exported about 18 million tons. So this is exactly about 15% as per the policy laid by Government of India. Then the next point here is to support the local industry. So I'll be suggesting to Government of India that instead of putting duty on the exports, the custom duty, which is now 7.5% on import of steel, that should be made zero. This is my suggestion, because then it will give a very level playing field, because the goods which are required by our very esteemed customers are not necessarily that the same goods are going out of the country. There are so many products in steel, so many items are there. So what we suggest, what I would suggest, rather I will tell you, that Government of India can abolish the import duty, that is 7.5%, and can continue with the export as it is without changing. So this will be a win-win situation. We can supply to the international market. And the domestic customers can import steel. Last year, the steel import was about 5 million tons. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's 5 million or 10 million or 15 million.
The fact that you have a very diversified portfolio will augur well during these tough times, but could you help us quantify the impact? What could be the margin impact, and what is your expectation how prices will correct in the domestic markets?
As on date, not a very good question for me to answer, but yes, there will be some impact, because immediately any decision on the restriction imposition of the supply side is going to affect the price side. I would say it will be, I see a correction of around, maybe around 4 to 5% in the time to come on the pricing side, because there has already been the correction in this quarter, and I don't see any correction going beyond that. But yes, in the time to come, it will become normal.
Given the kind of reaction you're expecting when it comes to the domestic prices, as well as the impact that these companies can face, do you expect there is some sort of possibility that the government might relook at this or try and find a middle ground?
See, everything is possible, but the thing is that if government is going to meddle with duty structures in such a big way, investor confidence into this sector is going to reduce dramatically. Nobody likes uncertainty. So I think these stocks become no touch for some period of time till there's clarity on the policy.